testing. We are testing to see if we are back. I closed and reopened OBS. I closed and reopened my browser. We are seeing if we have a connection now. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see. Here I am moving around in Gregtech. My TPS is 16. I did a speed test and internet speed was absolutely fine. Okay. Only other thing I can think of is to try rebooting my computer completely and see if there's something quacky inside my computer and yeah, it's I don't know why OBS would be doing that. I haven't changed any settings at all. There is a message at the bottom that says encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. I've never seen that message there before. I don't know why my encoding would be overloaded. It's never been a problem before now. Well, now it's disappeared off the screen. And there wasn't a code, there was just a message. I'm not seeing any error message now. Was that was better? I mean, there's a little bit of a delay, like maybe 10-15 seconds between I take an action and it shows up on the screen, but it doesn't seem quite as framey as it was before. Yeah, I'm on a laptop. Doesn't feel particularly warm. It definitely does seem to be going smoother now. Yeah, it could be maybe there was some background something or other going on and that was interfering with OBS. It does seem to be moving, not OBS. It does seem to be moving a little bit better now. So we're slowly waiting for these ingots. 70 seconds an ingot. 70 seconds an ingot. This takes forever. Forever. Oh my gosh. And there's something wrong with my recipe because it doesn't seem to make the right amount all the time. And I'm like, why are you not adding up correctly here? Because I want 47, and then it's 47, and then it goes to 83, 83. I'm like, what are you doing? Why? I don't know. So I've been working on these all day. I started working on them last night. They're still going. I've had problems with things being caught in the chemical reactor. I had things caught in the mixer. I had things caught in the centrifuge. I had things caught in the macerator. I had things caught in the chemical reactor. I had things caught in the chemical bath. I had things. I had things caught in the wrong EBF. I had things. It just has been a nightmare trying to get these things to go. I finally have them. in the right machine and running, and they take 1 minute and 10 seconds per ingot to run. Ugh. The quests I completed earlier. So, the da-da-da-da-da-da-das was for finishing the quests in Nature's Aura. So I did the Aura Creation, the Ender Crates and Oculars, the Structure Finders, the Catalysts, the Staff of Riches, the Ingots of the Depths, and the Staff of Ancient Knowledge, which were the last quests we needed for Nature's Aura. That brings us up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 check marks. So, feeling good about that. This is the progress I was able to make this week in IV. So, yes, I did make a little bit of progress without you guys. But as crazy as this chapter has been going, I needed to keep moving. So, the goal today is to try and assemble a large chemical reactor. That's the goal, is to get one up and running. I'm hoping that is a goal that is actually accomplishable. I'm not sure, but that's the goal. So I did get an elite cutter. Got that made. Then over here, I was able to make niobium titanium dust, which gives us tantalite and pyrochlore. Okay. And then I was able to make indium concentrate bucket, which is going to give us some sphalerite and galena. So we got those. Then over here, I was able to make HSSG dust, which gives us molybdenum and tungsten steel dust. And then I was able to make HSSE dust. Yeah, I honestly don't know what the E, G, or S letters mean, but this is still high-speed steel. Okay. Sounds great. We have that. So then I was like, oh, great. Now we're going to make coil blocks. This sounds good. No, 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 no. To make these blocks, you need these blocks over here first. Well, fine. Okay, fine. Whatevs. I got my elite assembler. Was happy about that. This is great. We need the assembler at the IV level to make any of the advanced surface mount devices, which are called SMDs. Okay, not sure exactly what those mean, but we have them. This is all a good thing. Okay, then over here, these quests unlocked when I did these over here. Okay, so over here we had the raw sheldonite. My friend Sheldon went to a club on night. Okay. All I can think of is Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory. That's the only... I see that and all I think is Big Bang Theory. That's all I can think of. So here we need to make the Platinum Group Sludge, Money Mr. Krabs, and the Aqua Regia Bucket. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. If you know, you know. I don't know. I don't get the reference there, but it's fine. It's fine. So this is something that is very useful, and we like this very much. So you take this, and you put it in a centrifuge, and it makes raw platinum powder, raw palladium powder, inert metal mixture, rarest metal mixture, and platinum sludge residue, which is the leftover stuff from here, when you combine it with the Aqua Regia, which is the other quest. All right. Okay, so then this one is concentrated nitric acid with hydrochloric acid, usually 1 part to 3 parts respectively. The mixture was given its name, literally royal water, by alchemists because of its ability to dissolve gold. Dissolve being spelled wrong. Okay, and then we get a whole tank of it. Great. We love it when they give us a tank of material, because then we can just put it over here and suck it right into the system. This is a good thing. We like that. So we can put all that in the system there. So one of the things I was doing, because I had such a desperate need for sulfur, I had my importer turned off, and I was exporting all of the netherrack dust into the centrifuge because that's a way of making sulfur. I had 250,000 netherrack dust, and so I was dumping that into the centrifuge to make sulfur dust, which is like good because I was cleaning out room in here. I'm down to only 62. That was 250,000. It's down to 62. I'm like, yay! So much less stuff. Storage system happy. But then, of course, I need the centrifuge, and it was busy processing that when I needed it for the other things. I'm like, ugh, okay. Fine. Yeah, that works. That works too. But I've got this set up so I can insta dump it into the system this way as well. That's how I've been transporting Ender Air. Is I have a ultimate tank sitting in the end, filling up with 256, and I swap the tanks out and put the full one here, and whoop, sucks in the Ender Air to go into my system so I can process that. That was my solution for getting Ender Air here until District told me about the dimensional tank that you can use, which I still haven't made yet because I've been working on so many other things. So then that makes us the rarest mixture, which popped up over here once you process this. So that gives us the inert metal mixture, which is great because, again, processing this gives you a whole bunch of new stuff, which is useful for making other materials. And make sure to get a passive processing line of this going because you're going to need a bunch of the resulting mixed items. So this is where you're going to get, again, raw platinum power or palladium, right? These things. Then this gets processed in a chemical reactor to get this ruthenium tetroxide dust, rhodium sulfate, and hydrogen gas. Like, okay. And then this rarest mixture is how you can get the iridium metal residue, but it has to be in the large chemical reactor. And I'm like, oh, I don't have that yet. Okay, we have to wait. That's fine. Fine. This one we can do, though. This is good. Grab both of those. Oh, another tank. Hello. Whoopsie. A little too enthusiastic there on the smashing. Which backpack grabbed it? You. Boop. Okay, so that's good. Gives us more of that, more of that. So then this leads us to ruthenium dust. Okay, we'll take that. And then that gives us more ruthenium dust. Okay, we'll take that. Which leads us to the RTM alloy colloidal block, which is going to give us more dust and more dust and more dust and some tungsten steel plates. So, with these on my electric blast furnace, I can cook recipes up to 4,500 Kelvin, which is 4227 Celsius or 7640 Fahrenheit. I can cook things to a very, 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 very hot temperature once I can get these things on. But the quest says 16 of them, which is great, except I have a double wide furnace. So my count is I need 25. Because I believe it is 25 to go all the way around and fill in the center wall between these two. So hopefully my math is right. So that means I gotta make more of these. 26. Well, okay, it's 25 after I make the first one. Because I make one for the quest. So it's one for the quest. And then to wrap around here, it's 10 in the front, 10 in the back, then 2 on the side, 2 on the side, 2 in the middle. So that's 10, 10, 2, 2, 2, that's 26, and I made one for the quest. So that means I have to make an additional 25. After I've made one. Yes. So far I've made, the first batch successfully made 6, and then it got stuck. So then I had to start a batch of 19. That made 7 more, and it got stuck. And now I'm doing this batch of, I think I started this batch of 13. Yeah. So I started with 1, and the first one crafted fine. No problem. So then I started the batch of 25, and that one made 6. And that one just got stuck. And then I canceled the craft. I started it over again, and then it got, that one was 25. The second one I started was 19. And that one got about 6. And then it got stuck again. And so now this one I'm doing 13. And so far I've managed to finish 2. And I don't know why. It keeps getting stuck. So look, there is 36 in here waiting to be done now. Which should be right, because it says there's processing 37. So I don't know if they're getting stuck. Are they getting stuck up here? They can't be getting stuck in here. It only takes 3 seconds for them to cool. Although it's not cooling. Well, no. It only takes 3 seconds each. It's gotta be cooling. No, it's not cooling, because it's not getting enough energy. I have IV cables, and these should be EV cables. Even though, okay, so let me think this through. It's running at IV, but these cables should be EV, right? So I need to go, what, should these be IV cables if they're going to an EV energy hatch? So I have the wrong cables for these. It's like 20 seconds between when you type and when it shows on stream. Twitch, stop being twitchy. The ports need an EV connection. So I need the EV cables, which are these cables are the aluminum ones. So I should have aluminum cables up here. A 4A. Alright, hang on. So now, do I have any aluminum cables sitting in here? No. So do I have aluminum cables in here? No. So I need 4 amperage aluminum cables, and I need 3 of them. That's also a question of why is it not getting enough power? Right. Here. Yeah. Upgrade. Okay. That should help significantly. Do 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 do. All right. How are we coming on our aluminum? We're not. No, because of course we're not. Why are we stuck on making aluminum wires? Aluminum wire, aluminum. Two aluminum ingots to four aluminum wires. Aluminum ingot. You use in the wire mill. Should be a 4. I know when I've changed it to something, I need to change it right back. Do I ever remember to do that? No. All right, here comes our first one. Okay, that was only 1. I asked for 3. Where is the rest of them? See, that's the sort of random stuff that happens. It's like it gets stuck in the middle and it forgets, oh yeah, I have more to do. I have to go and finish it manually. Okay, so we're going to put you there, and put you there, and put you there. And then I have to find my wrench. Okay, so then we're going to put you in here and here. Because I didn't connect you. Of course I didn't, because why would I do something smart like make the connection? Duh. Where's my little wrench? Little wrench. Hello. Lovely. Okay, let's try going back upstairs. Now, are you happy? Oh, look, you're so much happier now. Duh. That is the sort of silly stuff I've been dealing with the whole chapter. Okay, so now I gotta put the floor down. And then I have to put the MV energy converter back down, and I have to put it back down the right direction. So it goes that way. And then I have to hit it with the hammer. Where's the hammer? Hit it with the hammer. Alright, so now that connection should be right. No wonder this was taking so long. It was not properly powered. And interestingly, it's connected to both of the energy hatches, but only one of them is showing power. But it is running now, so that should be fixed. I wonder how many of these ingots is now stuck in there and gonna come through. Oh my gosh. There's 2 more. Who I got tonight? Who I got tonight, Cat? What sporting event are we talking about? Ooh, Murray State's leading Duke. Go Murray State. Arizona knocked North Carolina out. Yes! Good job, Arizona. I'm cheering for Miami. Miami's trying to make it to Omaha, JC. I'm cheering for them. Oh, NBA Finals. Yes, I will probably be watching that, yes. Oh, Louisville just took the lead. NBA Finals. I think Oklahoma City is going to come out and be very angry at what they let slip away in game 1, and so I think Oklahoma City is going to win game 2. I can't see them letting another one slip away. That would be unthinkable. Here comes another one. See, it's silly stuff like that. Broken patterns, power issues, stuff like that. I've been running into that over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's so frustrating. Ugh. Okay, so like I said, we have the rarest mixture. That's what's going to get us to iridium. And then we have our large chemical reactor. So it says, as you make this, keep in mind the chemical recipes can be generalized to 3 input hatches, 3 output hatches, 1 input bus, and 1 output bus. After making a lot of PTFE, which I have no idea what that acronym stands for, finally the large chemical reactor is ready to rumble. You'll find that some chemical reactions can only be done in a large chemical reactor, specifically the chemicals needed in making polybenzimidazole, PBI for short. I appreciate that we have a shortcut. Cat has a rabbit hole of issues. Yes, yes, I do. I have had nothing but issues in this chapter. It is for sure. Ooh, a machine hull. That's a good one. That's a very good one. I like that one. I like that one a lot. So, what I'm hoping is once this gets done running, we will be able to upgrade the nichrome over here to the RTM. Then I'm going to put the nichrome over here on the Canthal one. So that'll be good. Then I have no idea how big this large chemical reactor needs to be. So that is going to be a thing. Somewhere. We need to put this thing. Somewhere. We also need to finish this chapter, which is making the alloy pickaxe, which is making enough of all of these alloys to do that. So we need 3 ingots of this, 3 ingots of this, 3 ingots of this, right, for each of these 3, right? So there's 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. Oops. But you can make it in block form, which is cheaper in energy. And then that'll give you your 9, right? So I'm going to get those started over here. I've got the vibranium. And then we will make the aluminium. Okay, so here is some aluminium, here is some vibranium, and then we need the unobtainium. Lovely. Okay, so the unobtainium vibranium alloy. So this one. Oh, we also need the piglet charts. Forgot the piglet charts. That. Okay, so we need that, then that, that, and that. So one of each of those 3 combinations in the Energizer. That'll give us the ingots needed to make those 3 blocks, or those weapons in the Ars Nouveau setup. And then we should, I think, be able to finish that chapter as well. So with our infinite power, we can do one here. And we'll do one here. And then we can keep checking our RTM. Oh, 3 more done. This goes very fast with all of my lasers. I have many, many lasers. I need to make 2 sets of each block. I need 2? Let's see. I got a combination right here. So those are the 2 that are already in there. And then there's 4. Oh, that one's done. Boop. There's 4 items there, but this one's already done. So I only need to make 3. And then the Paxil is going to be combining them, which shouldn't require any more ingots. So I should only need to make these 3. I don't need to make this one. Unless I can't use one of the existing swords to complete that. That would be the only thing. Because we have duplicates of the reward swords. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. The reward swords that they give you for one of the quests is that sword. So on the presumption I can use it to complete the quest, which I'm not sure I can. Darn it, Miami lost. So Louisville is coming to Omaha. Arizona is coming to Omaha. Holy cow, Murray State is now up 19-9. Holy cow. That series will be tied up at 1 and having to play a winner take all tomorrow. Will it be winner take all tomorrow, or do they play game 3 yet tonight? I'm guessing it's tomorrow. Holy cow, Murray State. They like to do that, though. They score a lot of runs very quickly. How about the Royals game? How are they doing? Tied at 2 in the top of the 5th. Okay. And how is Jack doing? Jack is 2 for 2. What? He's gotten 2 hits today? That's awesome. Gotta keep an eye on my Royals. Okay, so there's 2. And then that one is done. So that is alloy 3. Okay, so here is that, and that, and that. And then we'll take 3 blocks of you, 3 blocks of you, and 3 blocks of you. And then what else goes in here? An all-the-modium pickaxe and all-the-modium axe and an all-the-modium shovel. Okay. Let's check these again. RTM. No more done yet. Okay. We'll keep working on this while we wait. I gotta go back to the lighthouse to make those 3 items. I don't think we have them. Does this look... No, I do have 2 more blocks in this though, which is good. Okay, so I'm going to need, I gotta think now. I need netherite. I'm gonna need 3 of you, and then we need, ooh, I need to make more smithing tables. Okay, let's make more of these. So, use here. Let's make that way we have plenty. I don't know how many more we're gonna need, so we want to make sure we have plenty. 2 of these. Okay, so I'm gonna need a diamond axe, a diamond pickaxe, and a diamond shovel. We just want to make them from scratch, so a diamond shovel, a diamond axe, and a diamond pickaxe. And then we come over here and we make them. Oh, I need 3 of these. I only grabbed 2. Can't count. 3. 3. Okay, try this again. So the netherite here, here, and we go netherite shovel, netherite axe, netherite pickaxe, then all the modium, oops, then all the modium ingots, pickaxe, shovel, axe. Okay, put those away. Now we head back to the mansion, front door, in here, around the corner, to here. Now, I do use here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pedestals. And I have 9 right now. So I somehow need to get 3 more pedestals in here. Do I have extra pedestals already saved? No. Do I have extra pedestals in here? No. Well, I'm gonna need pedestal, arcane pedestal. I need source stone and source gems. Got source stone a little bit. Source gems. I thought I had something making source gems somewhere, but I don't see it now. Okay, so this and this. 1, 2, Oh, I blocked them up. Three. Alright, so I put them... I'm hoping those are gonna work. I don't have... Okay, source 5,000. That's gonna be the question is... This is only 35% full. This might not be enough source to do this. You might need to grab something that makes source. Okay. So I need one of each ingot. Alright, so do that. Do that. Hello. And do that. Then I can put the block, block, block out. Alright, so I need one of you, one of you, one of you, three of you, three of you, three of you, and one of you. Okay, so it's going to be one of you, one of you, one of you. Then we're going to do 1, 2, 3. 1, oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm still short a pedestal. I need one more pedestal. Hang on. Oh, I'm out of source stone. More source stone. One more pedestal. There. And that is this one. Okay, so then there's not enough source nearby. Okay. Huh. Okay. We need the... This one should work nicely. Get the source gems. That away. Do that. Break them up. Now this one. I need a bucket of lava. Make a bucket of lava. Now this one. Okay. Great. Then I need another source jar. Do we have another source jar in here? Oh, we have 2. Lovely. Let us put you, like, right here. Here. And we'll put you right here. Okay. And then the one it likes best is archwood logs. I believe it likes blazing ones the best. Oh, I have to turn my backpack off first. Duh. It should fill the jar up very quickly. Oh no, we're getting framey again? No. There's one more done. We're up to 23. Should mean 6 left. No, 3 left. 26 is the goal. I can't remember how much numerically a source jar holds. I want to say it's 5,000. So we'll have to fill the source jar up again every time we do one of these. And we'll see if we have enough of the blazing archwoods. Yeah, so that got us to 75. And once we get to 100, I'll grab what's left of the logs. And we'll just work our way through all of them. The blazing ones, I think, work best. One more. Boop. Okay, so now we should have enough to do the first one. Here we go. Oh, that only used half the source jar. Excellent. And boom. There is the shovel. Go back here. Boom. Shovel. Boom. And we got another thermo generator when we no longer have power problems. Thanks, game. Okay. So, one here, one here, one here. Oops, no, wait. Wrong one. Give me. No. You come back. You go there. Then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we have enough source to do another one. So let us do the axe. Boom. Boom. Axe. Done. Boom. And this one is another quarry plus. Okay. So now we're going to refill you and do 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. And then we only have to get it to 50% full. We now know that. Do, 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 do. Now just a smidge short. So I'll just grab some of you and these will work. Oh, already at 50. Boom. Just needed a smidge. And boom. Now, Potox has finished every chapter of the game, except for the last of the Gregtech chapters. Well, we aren't going to be quite that ambitious. I know there are chapters we are not going to finish. Oh, another tempad. Very nice. I know we are not going to finish everything. But I'm hoping we can get a chunk, a good chunk, done before District and JC wrap up theirs and we move on to the next pack, whatever it is. I'm hoping. Okay, so now we are ready for the alloy Paxil. So this is going to take 10,000. So this is going to take a full source jar. And I need to find an all-the-modium alloy blade. So I thought Grinch had been putting his rewards into the storage system, but I don't see it. Maybe he has not. Yes, we have too many backpacks. I know. That's a different one. Where? It's this one. Master of the Alloy. Master of the Alloy. Master of the Dragons, Master of the Universe, Master of the Undead, Master of the Sky, Master of the Elements, Master of Space, Master of Reality. Where is the Master of the Alloy? Well, I know we have another one. I just don't know where Grinch has put it. Or maybe he hasn't. I thought he'd claimed all the quests. Maybe he hasn't claimed that one yet. All right, so we need to put this up to 100. And that should be the final quest in this chapter, and that'll give us 2 check marks today. Assuming it recognizes this, which it should, because it recognized it for purposes of the quest below it. And you can see we're getting a lot less per tick than we did for the blazing. It's fine. We only need to fill it once more, and then we'll be done. How about another block? One more. 2 to go. And we're out. That's still the one we have the most of, so we'll throw you down. And I can put this and this and this and these back in inventory. Halfway there. Two check marks. Woohoo! Very exciting. Now, if it doesn't recognize the sword, we'll put it back on the pedestal. We'll come back. We'll make a sword. And then we'll be able to finish it. So we're finishing it one way or another. Please don't get stuck again and have to start to craft over for the last 2. Please. Please just keep going. Pretty please. Oh, jeez. Okay. You're the one. Boop. Okay. So, oh. Oh, wait. We need an Awakened Supremium Paxel to go in the middle. Well, that's gonna take a minute. Let's go make one of those quick. I forgot about the middle. Oof. Oh, God, you... No, seriously? Oh, yuck. Oh, so much yuck. So much yuck. Oh, this is going to be unpleasant. that's part one. Scroll all the way down to... There's part one. Okay, part two. Oh god, I hope I have all the gems and the ingots already in here. Oh, I hope I do. It's like, I think I do. I sort of vaguely remember doing something with them earlier, but I don't remember for sure. Oh, jeez. Okay, so there's two. Here is part three. Take that one down. Okay. Supremium Paxil. Oh god, it won't let me auto-craft them at all. Ah. No, it'll let me craft... Okay, so it says it'll let me craft the Supremium Shovel. Okay, so I could do that. So there's the shovel. There's the axe. That's interesting. It wouldn't let me craft them that... Oh, that's weird. Huh. Okay. I'm so confused right now. But it worked, so I don't care. I need 2 gems and 2 ingots. And I'm 1 short on the essence. Great. So I need the... Make a block of the awakened is the cognizant dust and some essence. So I've got a decent supply of that already. We did a lot of wither battles. Like, a lot. We are running low on fire essence. I might have to check to see if the fire... seeds are out of production or something, because we're going through fire very quickly. Did I pull them out? Dirt, sulfur, ice, sulfur. Well, there's nothing in this one. I should definitely check and get fire back out there. Okay, so we're gonna put the... Oh, I need the block of awaken, or block of supremium. Supremium essence. There. And we have you, and you. And we have you, and you, and you, and you. Hit the button. And nothing's happening. Because I grabbed the coal block instead of the essence. Supremium. Block. Now hit the button. There we go. Then I can break that up, put it in the system. In the system, awakened the gems. I need 2 gems. Boom. There are 2 gems. Okay, and then we need... Okay, so now we're going to put the Paxil in the middle. We're going to put ingot, ingot, gem, gem. We're going to top off the essences and hit the button. Bingo. Back to the mansion. Run around the corner. Put the essence back in the system. Grab our 4 items. Put 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you in the middle. And it is accepting the sword. Awesome. Prepare for chapter bing bongs. And boom. There is Draconic Ender Shelf. End Shelf. Lighthouse Base. Thank you, thank you. For now, we're gonna put you there. Until Grinch can put the reward back. And we'll drop that off there. Alright, so now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 40 check marks. Woohoo! I'll take it. 40 check marks. Do we have our blocks yet? RTM. One more. One more. No. Why do you say you're done? You are not done. That's 25. I need 26. I must have been one short. Oh, good grief. One more. We need one more. One more. Need 26. I must have been off on my final one. Gosh darn it. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't have far to go. Yes, I'm fired. The accountant can't do math. I know. It's bad. Very bad. The dust was already made though, so that should help. It doesn't have to go through all the process of the fluids and the mixing and everything else. It just needs to do the cooking. The cooking and the freezing. That's all it's got to do. That should help, in theory. It's a good theory. We're going to work on that theory. Although I'm curious why it says it's stored to processing 7 if there's no process for making the other 7. Where's the rest of it? One dust equals one ingot. That's right. One hot ingot equals one regular ingot. That's right. Oh, it does have them in their processing. We just have to wait. Waiting. I think the next chapter we're going to work on while we wait for things to craft is going to be Draconic Evolution. So Grinch would like to go try the Chaos Dragon again. This time with the correct gear to see if he can beat it. So I know we have quite a bit of we've got 161,000 draconium dust. So we've got a good supply to start with. So I think that's going to be our what to do while we wait project. I'm not sure where we're going to do it at. don't know if... So the only thing we've got set up so far is... We've got a crafting core, and we've got 2 crafting injectors. So not a lot. And we've been getting a bunch of these souls, and I don't know what for. Where to set up Draconic? Where to set up Draconic? Do I have room left up on the roof? I suppose we could set it up here. As I think this space here is going to be Gregtech. I suppose I could set... Oh, if I set it up here, I could just feed off of this power here. That would work. Then I wouldn't have to set up another power source. I could just use this. That's actually a good idea. That'd be a good idea. Are you done yet? No. Set up a recipe for this. Do I have a space to put it in? Probably not. Oh, I do. Let's see, we need 8 of these. No. How much to do the first of these would take? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 8. And I have 2, so I need 8 minus 2 is 6. 6, cat. 6. Oh my god. Basic. No, not basic. Draconium. Good grief. Draconium. You. I need 6 of you. Lovely. Perfect. Okay. And then... I still have some ultimate universal cable for powering. Now I just have to remember how to set this up. Place it down about a block above the ground. The injector's a few blocks away, looking towards the core on 2 sides. Right. So, if we put the core down, get a block of dirt, dirt, put a block of dirt down, dirt. Put you down top of the dirt, dirt. Like 2 blocks away. 3x3 on that side. Oops. Like that. And we do like that. And power is flowing, so we're good there. And then if I do this to make sure the flour flows better, boom, boom, then those are charged. All right, is my block done yet? It's done! Yay! There we go. All right, now I have to remember Draconic Evolution is on the roof. I will remember where it is. Okay, you are now done. So we're going to take these off. And we're going to replace them with these. So this is going to be that. Woo! Look at that heat capacity. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right. And no maintenance issues there. All right. So now you get an upgrade. Oops. That pickaxe is done. Okay. So now we're going to replace the Canthal over here with the Nichrome. All right. That gives you an upgrade. And we'll hang on to the Canthal in case we need that, or the Canthal. We'll hang on to them in case we need them for another project. We'll have them. Okay. Yay! That upgrade is done. Oh, my goodness gracious. That was a chore. Okay, so now I have to find where did I put my blocks. Here are my blocks. I don't think that's all of them. I think I'm still missing some. Okay, so if I use multi-block info. All right. Oh, see, it says Cooper nickel block. I can probably use my Canthal block in place of that. Where is that block at, though? I don't know. Okay, so we have a large... Oop, dang it. Stop it, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, so then I need a maintenance hatch. Okay, so let's make the maintenance hatch. Maintenance hatch. This one. That is the LV machine hole with all the tools. So that's going to be the steel plate here. I'm going to need my tools out here. Okay. So that's going to be you with a wrench. And put that away, and that's going to be an LV machine hull there. Then when that's done, we'll pull it out and make it into a maintenance hatch. Okay, there's that. Delete, use. Not like that, not a casing. The hull. Use. Use. Maintenance hatch. Oh, I need the crowbar. That is in here. Alright, now I should be able to do it. Maintenance hatch. Here. Ah. No, he didn't end up. Where are you? Where did my... Where did my machine hull go? I'm so confused. I didn't make the maintenance hatch yet. I made the machine hull and it has disappeared. Like, what the heck? Machine hull. Delete. Use. It says I'm missing my hammer. Where is my hammer? Hammer. I wish that wasn't so loud. Okay. Use. Machine info. Okay. Chemical reactor, check. Maintenance hatch, check. HV energy hatch, check. We've got 2 of those, right? We have HV energy hatch, check. We got that. Use here. HV energy hatch, check. Ooh. HV output hatch. HV input hatch. Oh, snap. HV output bus, HV input bus. Oh, I only made LVs. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, so that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, and that's bad. Okay, so I need this piece of paper. I need HV output hatch times 3. I need HV input hatch times 3. I need HV input bus, and I need HV output bus. Okay, and then it had dang it. $18 chemically inert PTFE machine casings. Oh, Lord. Well, no, now that's showing LV. So maybe it will form the multi-block with LV. It'll just not have the capacity needed to do things. Oh, there's one. Okay, so it's just one. Okay, got it. So I'm upgrading it I'm upgrading it by giving it a higher with the Canthol. Okay. Okay. So I've got the right energy hatches. That's HV. So I need to match my cableage to the energy hatch. Okay, so I've got that. So I may be able to build the multi-block with the LVs, but I may not have the input-output tank sizes I need unless I go for the bigger ones. Because that's my problem on the distillery, is I don't have a big enough input-output. Okay, let's look at this chemically inert. This. Oh, and of course it's an assembler 6. I don't have an assembler 6. Because of course I don't. Okay, hang on. We have an assembler 0. So we should be able to take stuff from another assembler. Where do I have other assemblers? No, assemblers came in MV. Do I have an HV assembler? I do. So that's a 1, and that's a 0. So these are zeros. So I should be able to move these zeros that's EV. I gotta think here. HV up to EV. And then I would free this assembler up that I could put a 6. Okay, so we go. Okay, first thing we gotta do is gotta make that one a gold crafter so it has more room. So one step at a time. So we're gonna make a gold crafter for this assembler here. All right, so we're gonna take all of the patterns out of here. We're going to put this in my backpack. And I shouldn't have done that because I'm going to need the pickaxe to break the thing. There. Okay, that there. Okay, so we're going to assembler. Okay. So then you're going to get the gold crafter. We're going to put old patterns in there. Then we're going to come down here to, and this is the assembler is a 0. So we're going to come down here to the assembler here, which is assembler 0. We're taking all of these patterns out, and we're going to move you up to EV. All right, so that pattern, recipe, EV, recipe, it's this one. EV, 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 EV. Okay, so all of those get changed. You move to assembler 0. Boom. And then do you have any... Two. Give you speed upgrades. Okay, so then this assembler here can be, oh, not you. This one here can be assembler 6. Okay. So now we have chemically in why do I want to say insert? Inert. This one. This is going to be at HV, a solid machine casing for, okay, here. Alright, so you're going to go down to number here. This one here, that's set to 6. And I'm going to give you speed upgrades as well. Alright, so if I do chemically this one, and I need 18 of them, I do not know how to make a solid machine casing, because no, of course I don't. Recipe. Also in an assembler 6. Oh, that was nice of you. HV, steel plate and steel frame. Okay. I'm guessing that steel frame is something I don't know how to make. So we'll put you first and then you. And how about now? Chemically here. 18. Knew it. Steel frame. Recipe. Assembler. Now it's an assembler 4. 4. Okay, so that is a 1 and a 6. And this one is a 0. Do I have a 4? You're a 0. You're a 1. Okay, so now we've got 0 and 1 up here and downstairs. So we should be able to move. Now I gotta find him again. That's a 0. That's a 1. Oh, 0 is very full. 1 is not. So we're going to move the 1s down, and this is going to become a 4. Alright, so you're going to move these 1s. These are 1s. I got to remember these are 1s. 1s, 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 1s. Alright, so this recipe... This is going to HV1. Alright, so these three I'll go to the assembler HV1, which should be this one here. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so now we have an assembler for MV upstairs. Alright, so now this is for the chemically inert. I did it again. Inert. Inert. Here. 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 This is going to be MV. Here. Here. Over here. Here. This one is going to be 4. Give you some speed. Okay. Chemically inert. This one, 18. It says they can run. That's pretty speedy. Whoa. They're done. Okay. So maybe we see if we can assemble it with the LV, and then we work on upgrading the LV to the HV, just so we can get it assembled before I have to leave. I think that's actually a plan. I think that's a good plan. Where to put this? Now, I'm guessing based on district stuff, there's going to be multiples of these. Greg, thank you so much for the resub. 15 months. Thank you. Quick resub, and then he'll be right back. If I set it up in this middle area, I can go off of this quantum entangle porter. Although it says it's out of power, which I don't know if I believe that. Because our power is infinite, so there's no way the quantum entangle porter can be out of power. Cut it as input. Input. Energy. Input. Oh, they're pulling power fast. I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll put it here in the middle. Let's see what we can do. Just first of all, see if we can do it, and then we'll see if we can upgrade it. I think that's what we'll try and do. Okay, so chemical reactor is a 3 by 3 by 3 cube. It looks like. So it looks like we've got, those are I'm trying to look. You're not helping. There's 2 input hatches here, output hatches here. Then these are the chemically inert. That's the controller. That's the maintenance hatch. So that's face 1. Then we got a blank face. We've got the copper nickel on the center of the back panel. And then everything else is blank. So it looks like those could probably be wherever we want them to be. Okay. So let's put the HV energy hatches on the back facing this way. So like one here. Well, that was bad. That's the controller. It's not the energy hatch at all. Come back here. Okay. Energy hatch. That's what I want. Put one there. Well, and then that's not even the right direction. That's the right direction. Okay. HV. And there. Okay, so that's the right direction. And then we'll use our chemically inert there. Then we have there, there, there. Then we have there, there, there. So that would be wall 1. Okay. Then we're going to have floor, floor, floor. Then we're going to have, looks like it's output. Oh, no, wait, I had them backwards. Okay, hang on. So it's an input hatch, casing. Then it's an output hatch. No, because these are the orange. Input hatch, input hatch. Now I should have output. Output hatches on the side there. We should have you there. I still need the maintenance hatch. You're going to go. Come on. Ah, no. I want you facing forward. Put you there so I can put the maintenance hatch here. So we have input hatch, input hatch. Then we should put input hatch, input bus. Then I have another output hatch. And then I have an output bus. Maybe I'll put them. Actually, let's put. I put this one here. Structure incomplete. you're telling me the structure is incomplete, but you don't tell me how. Use all. Okay, so we've got any of those are valid for that bottom block. Oh, the middle isn't empty. There should be a block in the middle. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Should be a block in the middle. No. Still incomplete. Okay. There should be an input bus in the center square? How would I access it? Still an invalid structure. Oh, FTFE casing. Wait a minute. I made 18 of the chemically inert blocks. Should that not have been what I made 18 of? FT. Where does that go? It only shows one of them. But where is it? Oh, is that the one that's in the middle? PTFE pipe casing. All right, hang on. PTFE pipe casing. PTFE pipe casing. Blah. Okay, normal polytetrafluoroethylene fluid pipe and a frame. Lovely. Okay, so the recipe for you is the assembler 4, which that's going to be in MV. That is the second assembler here. Here. I don't have a recipe for these rods yet. Make those on a lathe. There's the lathe. Okay, so then we've got polyethyl pipe. This is the normal. Okay, I believe that's going to be... I believe the normal pipe is this one here. Oh, it's almost full. Okay, so PTFE, this one. No, I made a recipe for that one. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want this one. It started the same, but it's a much longer word. Much longer word. Alright. PTFE. Here. Okay, now you say you can craft one. Okay. So, yes, was able to make the casing. Alright, so if I put that in the middle, and then I put this. We did it! Structure, form, maintenance, fine. Yes! We figured it out. Okay, now. For power, these are HV. Out of curiosity, I was curious. It does. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? All right. We have a working large chemical reactor. Yes! Now, there is not an extremely close connection, so I'm going to have to run a lot of cable, but it's here. It's great. All right, so, oh, which way do we go? Only the large chemical reactor can handle this reaction. We won't use the acidic osmium solution because osmium is plentiful. Okay, iridium. So you put the rarest metal mixture with hydrochloric acid in the large chemical reactor, and we will get iridium metal residue with acidic osmium solution and hydrogen gas. Oh, but it requires it to be IV. We're only at EV. So we're going to have to increase the outputs, the inputs, and then the energy is currently HV. We'd have to go up to EV times 2 energy hatch to make it an IV. Need to do the bottom right. So I've already done the EV energy hatch, but I've used them in my freezer and my distillery. So I need to do 2 more of them and use them here. But I need to upgrade the input hatches, the output hatches, and the energy. I got the formation right. I just need to upgrade the components to make it bigger, better, stronger. Okay. The other problem we're going to have is I cannot get fluids and solids as inputs into the same machine through the refined storage system. This is going to have the same problem that the EBFs do. Any fluid component of a craft, I'm going to have to add manually. Right, right. I'm trying to think how to do this. I could do a fluid export, but then this machine would be committed to only doing crafts with that export in it. I couldn't do any other crafts using any other fluids. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to make more of these. I know that. Which they're 3x3s, so I should be able to make a ton of these in this space here. Plus, I can go vertically. You made 12 of them yesterday? Holy crap. But if I have to make one machine for every fluid craft, I'm going to have dozens of them going up into the sky. It's going to be a ridiculous amount if I have to have a separate machine for every different fluid that we're crafting with. Every fluid in the... Oh my gosh. Right, so like for the glycerol, oops. If I wanted to make glycerol in the large chamber, I'd have to auto export the seed oil and the methanol. One to each of the imports. And then I'd set my recipe up to only bring in the tiny pile. With that particular one, though, I can still process it in a regular chemical reactor. So that one I don't have to use the large machine. Chemical reactor 0. Where is my chemical reactor 0 at? That's this one, so HV. Right. Helps to be in the right one. Ooh. So hard to see, and I have any room left, because the patterns are invisible. Oh, that one is full. That one is full. That one is full. Oh, these are all full. Did it again. All right, how am I out of that? I don't have a recipe for that. Why not? Probably because I changed something. All right, now over here. Processing my fishies. Fishies. So many fishies. Yes, Royals won 7-5. Yay! That makes me happy. Oh, yes. I'm a huge Kansas City sports fan. So, Chiefs fan, Royals fan. Big time. All right. That process. Oh, wait, over here. And glycerol. Boom. Yay! That one worked. I like it when it actually works properly. This is a good thing. Ep epichlorohydrin bucket. Epic. Oh, these names. Oh, these names. Epichloro. You're from the KC area? Nice. Captive is also. I am not a fair weather fan, Captive. That's not fair. You also love the Seahawks? Nice. Captive and I are huge Chiefs fans, although Captive is an Ohio State Buckeyes fan, while I am a Nebraska Cornhuskers fan. So, come college football season, we become rivals. But NFL, we are lockstep in the Chiefs. But once my Huskers get eliminated, then I will support his Ohio State team. It's okay. But the week when we play each other, it's epic chlorohydrin. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this can be processed in the regular chemical reactor too. Love that for us. That is no, not that's still in an HV chemical reactor. So we do that. Run that down to the end of the hallway. Your 0, so you go in here. Epi. Well, you don't have to be. It's just much more convenient if you are. Did you see when that little tornado came through right over the stadium? I think it got more of the Royal Stadium than the Arrowhead. But it like went right over it. And I was just like, ah, no, you can't hit the stadium. It's a good thing the Royals were playing out of town that weekend. It's like, holy cow. Not good timing. An epoxy sheet. Okay, that sounds simple enough. It probably isn't. Epoxy sheet. Yeah, my sister and her family live down that direction too. So it was like, is everybody okay? Everybody doing all right? It wasn't too close to you, was it? And it's like, no, we're fine. Here's some pictures of the area that was flipping over semis. I was like, oh my gosh. Hello, Tareth. How are you? Okay, so we've got. No, we're not doing that. I think probably this one's gonna be easiest. So the bender. Oh, but bender MV. No, extruder MV. Do we have an extruder in the MVs? I don't think we do. I do have a top level cutter, but that requires us to have a block of epoxy. What's the recipe for that? Oh, that's just making a block of them. Which we could do. What's the ingot gonna look like? That's where it comes down to. Okay, so we need epoxy pulp. There we go. Centrifuging. Oh, good grief. Centrifuging reinforced epoxy resin pulp. Oh my lord. Well, where does that come from? Okay, we're just going in a circle here. This isn't helping. Okay, we got those things. Okay, so it's got to be the biphenyl bucket with the epichlorohydrin we just made. Okay, here we go. Sodium hydroxide dust is useful yet. Chemical react it with the epichlorohydrin and biphenyl A to make liquid epoxy. Okay, so we need the liquid epoxy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we should actually go liquid epoxy. This one in a chemical reactor. Sodium hydroxide dust with these two items here in a chemical reactor. Okay, and it's a 0. So this is going to be an HV here. And that goes all the way down to the end of the line. Yeah, I think it was EF0, EF1. It was tiny. It was not serious. Oh no, captive! Travel delays are the worst. Are you leaving town or trying to get home? Okay, so now we're going to do use on this. That's going to be the, oh, not the autoclave. I need the fluid solidifier. So it's going to be the plate and LV. So we do that. Fluid solidifier with the plate. Heading to Chicago for a short work trip. Oh, the Royals are just coming home from Chicago from a short work trip. At least they managed to salvage today's game. Oh my gosh. Okay, are you the one that's the plate? You're the plate. Alright, so you go in there. Alright, so now we should be able to make epoxy plate sheet. Epoxy sheet. Okay, go there. Salvi got a homer. Bobby Witt Jr. got a homer. Jack got a single. And then he got a double. And then he got another single. Holy cow, he went 3 for 3? Just scanning the game summary here. And then another single. That'd be 4 for 4. They had a 7-2 lead going into the bottom of the ninth, and they let them score 3 runs before they closed the game down. Holy cow. He really went 4 for 4 today? Oh my gosh. Where's that box score? 4 for 4. Holy cow, that's so awesome. I'm so excited for Jax. You are done flying American Airlines after this. Every time you try them, there's an issue. Last time they lost the entire flight's bags for 2 hours? Oh my gosh. A buddy of yours just went to St. Louis to watch the game as a Cardinals fan, so you get to make fun of him when he gets back to work. Ha ha ha! Yep, the Royals went there and they took care of business. The offense looked so much better in that series. I watched those games and I was just like, where has this team been all year? They look so good. So good. Okay, epoxy circuit board. Epoxy, epoxy circuit board. So that's this one. So that's a chemical reactor. Okay, so we can take this one up to HV. And that goes down to the end of the row. I'm getting a ton of use out of this chemical reactor down here. I mean, it's got a ton of stuff in there. I need to look if I got some stuff that's up on the MV row that needs to be upgraded. I'm sure there are some. And then some of those machines I can recycle or set them to other settings, which is something I know I need to do because I've got, like, I know there's some assemblers. I can put more recipes in there that I've been doing manually to avoid having use that, apply that, and then the recipe for gold foils will be this one in a bender 1, and bender 1 is here. And you're almost full too. Oh, geez. See, bender 1 is one where I need to upgrade that machine, because then that will go so much faster. So much faster. And I run a lot of stuff through the bender. Okay. Epoxy circuit board. Gives me more epoxy sheets. And then an epoxy printed circuit board. Put those in there. So then epoxy printed circuit board. We use an epoxy circuit board with electrum foil and sodium persiflate or iron 3 chloride. There's no advantage of going one way or the other there. It's an HV machine. Down to the end of the row goes. Again. I should go check my antimatter. Printed epoxy circuit board. Oh, we now need the electrum foil. So that's going to be recipe bender 1 here. Bender 1. Epoxy printed circuit board. Sent a thing on Twitch, but hit an ad segment so you can't hear. Oh! She's off work, but she's going to chill till 5. Okie dokie. Thank you, Akumi. Streams on Sunday are until it's time to go get Akumi from work. So let's check our antimatter. Do we have another one yet? No. 843 though. We're getting close. When that hits 1,000, we will make another little antimatter. That'll be the 3rd we have, I think. Pretty sure. Yep, that'll be 3. That'll be enough for us to make another star, and then we'll only be 4 away from RB. So close. So close. Printed circuit board. Lovely. Grab that. Akumi is back. Hello, Akumi. Thank you. I will be wrapping up in about 20 minutes then. 20, 30 minutes, and I will be heading your way. Raw carbon fibers. I saw that recipe while we were perusing. Raw carbon fibers is the autoclave. So we use carbon dust with epoxy. Oh, but that is like high-end autoclaves, and I just have an LV one. We can do this one. This will work right here. Do that, that. An autoclave. Autoclave is right here. And speed. I have no idea why I made that autoclave. I needed it for something, and then I didn't put a recipe in. Go figure that one out. Okie dokie. There is that. Awesome. Okay, that takes us to a nano CPU wafer. A wafer thin mint. Nano CPU wafer. Here. Okay, so it's going to be a CPU wafer with the raw carbon fibers, liquid glowstone in a chemical reactor, but it has to be EV. Okay, do we have a chemical reactor that's EV or higher? Oh, the only one we have is the large chemical reactor up here. Okay. So let's get cable importer. I wonder if I put more cable. Put there. Okay. If I put the recipe in both, would one input the fluid and one input the item? I'm just curious. I don't remember if I tried that scenario or not. I totally do not remember. The other thing is I don't think we have glowstone. Oh, that's in a magma crucible. Do we have a magma crucible hooked up to the system? I'm pretty sure we have one. I just don't remember if it's hooked up to the system. Let us look. Stone furnace. Magma crucible. Why, yes, we do. It is right here. Look at me being prepared. Yay me. Alright, so all we have to do is melt glowstone in the magma crucible. That'll put the fluid into our system. Alright, so... Well, that was not smart, dudes. Don't stand in the doorway when it's closing or opening. Yikes. Alright, so recipe for here is the magma crucible, and let's just go ahead and melt the big ones. Now I have to find where the magma crucible is. It should be at the bottom. There it is. Boop. Boop. Okay, so nano. Alright, so now it's making the polyethylene. To make carbon dust that'll make the raw carbon fibers. There's making the raw carbon fibers. Is the magma crucible not set up to export correctly? Let's double check that. This is the first recipe we have put in there. Now we'll take fluids. That's an input. Output. it's set to fluids. Importer doesn't want to take it. Is this not seen as a valid fluid? Or is it just that that importer doesn't like taking it from the front? Let's make another bucket and see if that comes through. I have to may have to set up an importer like in the bottom of the block. Oh, it's just very slow. No, it didn't take it. Okay, so let's... Let's put an importer. Let's set this to output on the bottom. And your speed on there. Change you to fluids. There, now it's empty. It just did not want to empty out the front of the block. Problem solved. All right. Back up we go. To here and here. Front door here. All right, so now the second one should have come through. still not seeing it. No fluid went in. And no item went in. Okay, so if we put it instead, so this is the input bus. We set it like this and rotate it around like that. And put the cable, oops, put the cable down like this. And then put one recipe in like this, and then like that. Alright, and then if we look at the recipe again for the nano wafer, 576. See, it's an odd amount. So it's not even like a full bucket. It'd be nice if it was an even bucket amount. Oh no! It requires a clean room. Didn't even see that. I need to build another one of those inside the clean room for this. Well then. So I'll have a regular chemical reactor outside, and I'll have a clean room reactor inside. Oh, great. All right. How about this? PHT Alec. Requires it to be EV. And I am EV. It doesn't say clean room. That. Oof. 18 buckets and 9 buckets. I don't think I have that either. Naphthalene? No, I don't have that. Alright, so if I do that, and I do that, PHT, it's gotta be a flip. PHTH. This. I want a bucket of that. So I'm missing. So I'd actually have to have twice the buckets because the craft would take it, and then I'd have to take it again manually to do it manually. Ugh, how am I going to do this? I don't know. I don't know how to handle these multi-blocks in an automated fashion. I can't do that one because it's an IV. All right, so we're blocked there. We're blocked there. We're blocked there. Can we do this one now? We need an IV assembler. Have an IV assembler. Oh, I even have that pattern already in there. Okay, so this is the HSS. So this one. So if I wanted 26 of these to upgrade it again, what am I missing? The liquid tungsten. Alright, so if I wanted liquid tungsten, I need an HV extractor, which I think I just made that here. For nichrome, it also will work for my tungsten. That's right. It was a matter of what can I melt to get tungsten. I can't melt the dust. I have to actually craft the dust into something and then melt it. The easiest thing is going to be the ingot. I know I can do tungsten ingots. So it's 26 of these. Oh, it says I can do it. I don't know if I believe it, but it says I can do it. need to make 208 of these ingots to make 26 of the coil blocks, which would be a full upgrade of the EBF, which I just upgraded at the beginning of the stream to the RTMs. I have the feeling this will be a while. Oh. It says it's making the first one. Is it really making the first one, though? Can I believe it to be making the first? Now, this is interesting. That one's flashing, but this one's working. Interesting. Because we still have basic cable running under there, and these are a much higher drain. I need to run universal cable under there. One side is working fine, but it's not enough to power both of them at the same time. So the carbide ingots are going to get stuck until this one gets done, and then probably the power will switch over. Interesting. Interesting. No, I don't think we're going to need trees. We're going to work on draconic. We have the draconic crafting set up over here. So I believe Grinch saw how this worked in Ragnamod 7. So got it set up, and I lost where it is. There it is. So we can work on getting it upgraded and do all of these lovely crafts, then get it upgraded to the next tier, do all of these lovely crafts, and then of course we'll be stuck. We won't be able to do the chaotic tier because we won't have the chaotic crystals you get from doing the dragon, would be my guess. But then we'll be able to get the weapons and stuff all maxed out with all the lovely upgrades and everything. Because Grinch would like to try the dragon again. So I think we're going to give it another try. And this time have the draconic tools that will actually hurt the thing on hand. Are you done yet? No. Oh, you're close though. 963. You'll probably have it in another hour. That will only be 4 ATM stars away from the B. So close. Which means we should have the B by Thursday. Then trees after. You really want to do the trees. It's really not going to be that fun to do the trees. Really. Because we are going to do the trees this way. The vast majority of the trees are being done this way. I am buying trees with Echo shirts. You like suffering? Buying trees with eco shards, not suffering. Now, when we get down to the handful that you have to go out and find, then I send Grinch to do it, and he will be the one suffering, not me. I'll ask him very, very nicely, oh, Grinch, would you please go find me X, Y, and Z? It's the same reason you always ask just your fifth a 24-hour stream. We only get one of those a year, you know that. Silly captive. Well, I'm glad we figured out this was the block we were missing. Poor Grinch. He likes exploring. That's the part of the pack he likes the best, is exploring, finding new points of interest in things. So that was the piece we were missing, which is good. We figured that out. So we have the ability to make these. Now I have to figure out, how do I make one of these inside my clean room? Well, I mean, he's gone exploring for wandering traders before, because we needed to find the one that was in a particular PCI or point of interest that had the wandering trader in a cage. He went and did that one. So, and a lot of the trees are found in treasure chests in points of interest. So, but he's immune to everything, so it's not like he's going to take damage or anything. We did a bunch of those productive trees back in, I want to say it was either DDSS we did breeding trees because we needed it for the ultimate stew. And then was it Ragnamod 6 maybe we needed to do some? I don't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah. We're not 100%ing the pack like Potox and Squishy are. We're not going to get 100% done. We got the top art done, and then once we get enough stars, we'll be able to probably finish creative. But I don't have any interest in doing Mahusakai. I should be able to finish refined storage, I think. I should be able to knock out the rest of extreme reactors. I am not doing Nematocraft. No, not doing it. Nope, not interested. No, not. Potax is definitely going to beat me. I have no problems with that whatsoever. He and Squishy are almost done with the pack, and I think they only have like these last 3, 4 left to do, and they're done. I'm like, nope, I'm fine. I'm good with that. Like Botania, I think the only thing we have left is crafting some of these things. Pope Talks finished everything today, and Squishy has the last 3 or 4 of these, and then they're done. Nope. Potox didn't touch Gregtech. That was Squishy's job. Yeah. There was a clear division of duties. Potox is doing all of these, and Squishy is doing all of these, and never the twain shall meet. It's just like if they're optional quests, I'm not necessarily doing them. Some of them I am. Oh, this is totally a multi-person pack. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Grinch has taken care of create, deep resonance. I think Akumadori took care of food and farming. I think Grinch did a lot of the apotheosis stuff. I think Grinch did pylons and I did modular routers. I mean, basic tools, I think that a lot of that was just stumbling on it as you went. Grinch has done the majority of artifacts because he's been the one exploring. And so he's the one who has found a ton of these. So we're still just missing 2? I want to say we're missing 2. We're missing Snorkel and we're missing Fire Gauntlet. Yes. I am also choosing not to hate on myself, and I am setting specific goals, and if I meet those goals, I am going to call it good. So, first it was make an ATM star. Did that. Now it's making the 18 to make the Starry B, and then that's good. She gave me permission. I'm not gonna forget Akumi. She gave me permission to keep my stream going until 5. Which, interestingly enough, my alarm didn't go off. Which I'm curious as to why that is, because my alarm should have gone off at 5. And I have no idea why it did not. So I have to check that out. But it is now 5 o'clock, and Akumi is waiting for me. So, thank you all for joining me. I know, that's what I'm surprised. My alarm did not go off to tell me it is 5 o'clock. Well, anyway, sorry for the glitches at the beginning of the stream. I appreciate the reminder very much. And I appreciate those of you who stuck with me on the restart of the stream. We got our 7 stars made. We are now so close. We have 5 stars left to make. 1 is on the verge of being able to be made because I'm just waiting on 1 antimatter. That'll leave 4. So there is every expectation I'm going to get the antimatter needed to make those 4 stars during this week. And barbecue, nice. By next Saturday, if not sooner, we'll be able to make our Starry B and start production of ATM shards. So then we'll be able to make stars and make creative items, which will be great. And we'll be able to knock out the creative chapter. And that is some really great stuff. I'm looking forward to being able to knock that one out. We got 2 check marks today. We finished up Nature's Aura as well as the Aldemodium chapter. So that puts us at 40, which I'm very happy with that. Have a safe trip to Chicago, Captive, and we will see you when you get back. I'm just waiting for the ads to end so I can say goodbye to those people who are on ad break. I don't want to leave while they're on an ad break. We managed to get our EBF upgraded. We made our first large chemical reactor, which is pretty awesome. Had to figure out the quirks in how that multi-block goes together, but we figured that out and what block we were missing. It is not at full capabilities yet because I still have to put some HV blocks in it, but we at least got 1 operational. So that's pretty good. I have the same problem with the EBF as far as getting it hooked up to the system. It's a quick turnaround and you'll be back Tuesday night. Then you're packing for the rest of the week. Oh, yes, because you got the move coming up to the new place. That's right. Busy, busy life for captive. Oh my goodness, so much to do, so little time. Anyway, that will be it for me. Then I will be watching basketball tonight, and then we will see what goes as far as more streams. Caught up on sweaters, no orders pending, so maybe we'll be able to get a stream in this week unless more orders come in. So, with that, I am off to get Akumi and get her home and spend a nice chill evening tonight. So, thank you again. Have a great rest of your Sunday evening or Monday morning for those on the other side of the world, and we will catch you next time with more All the Mods 9. Bye, everybody.